What do you do when the entire internet roasts you for running to court after losing a rap battle? You go to court again. Drake has filed another petition. This is a petition, not a lawsuit. He's asking the court to tell Universal Music and iHeartRadio to turn over documents so that he can file a lawsuit for defamation and civil RICO claims, alleging that these companies engaged in a scheme to make Kendrick Lamar artificially popular, boost the algorithm and the coverage and the spread of his songs throughout the airwaves. At the same time, they knew that Kendrick Lamar was making defamatory statements about Drake, calling Drake a pedophile. And they chose to go ahead and engage in this whole big scheme, causing Kendrick Lamar to go up in popularity, causing Drake to go down. And now Drake says, I need this evidence and I'm going to file these lawsuits. I would ask Drake, have you not had enough of the good public reception? Also, are you at all concerned that if you were going to file a defamation lawsuit, why didn't you file a defamation lawsuit? Why did you file a petition? Have you considered that if you file a claim that you've been defamed by being called a pedophile, you then open yourself up to expansive discovery about all of your prior sexual relationships? But hey, look, we're talking about one of the biggest pop stars in the world, and he's made his calculations. His lawyers have given him his advice, and they're off to the courthouse. Who knows? Tomorrow might bring petition number 3.
Yo, 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 it's Big Ant, the spokesman, man. We back. Another edition of Urban Politicians TV, UPTV. Make sure you stay on your pivot at all times, man. Had to come tap in as Drake is in the news and in the headlines once again. And this will be the third day straight in a row. And Sunday, he made an appearance on XQC live stream, and he took this opportunity to take some shots and some jabs at some artists in the game, and he most definitely knew what he was doing. He know people will be watching, and he know that this is what people is looking for with things like that. It got spread all over Instagram, Twitter. Well, less than 24 hours later, the news that came out that he had taken legal action against his record label and Kendrick Lamar record label, UMG, and they're on different under like subsidiaries. I think Kendrick Lamar is on Interscope on that side. Well, he is on the Interscope side, and I think Drake is under the Republican side, but it's under the same umbrella of Universal. But he's saying that they inflated numbers, use bots, use social media influencers to go at Drake to push the Not Like Us record, and in turn to devalue him, to hurt the contract negotiations, and they did not protect their artist's best interests as they would have done for somebody like Taylor Swift. Now, a defamation claim was mentioned in that as well, that they had grounds to do so. Well, here we are now, day 3 of him being in the headlines. It's the day the defamation part of it came out, and this second part of this suit. And I put that clip with Lawyer for Workers in the beginning so he can break it down real quickly for the people to just get it in a summarized format. And I'm going to get into a little bit of the write-up in just a second. But I want to make this part right here clear, bro. Does Drake do this if he wins this battle? If the narrative is that he swept Kendrick Lamar or got Kendrick Lamar out of here? If he had the same results with Kendrick Lamar that he had with Meek Mill, are we seeing these lawsuit attempts being filed right here? Do we see defamation of character? Do we see that, hey, y'all using bots, streaming farms, or paying social media influencers, taking the copyright stuff off? And even with the people saying that 30% part, that's crazy to me also, fam, because let's keep it 1,000. When you sign to the label, they supposed to do whatever they got to do for you to win and blow you up as an artist. What blow this artist up might not blow this artist up. You don't say, well, hey, man, y'all was selling his music at cheaper than mine, so y'all can blow him up more things. Well, duh, that's what the label is going to do, bro. None of this stuff when you sign to the label is 100%. I'm just dropping the music, telling my fans to go get it. Drake has benefited from these same type of things his entire career, whether it be ads on Instagram accounts. Y'all have to know and need to know now. This is what they've been doing. Radio playlists, it's all the same stuff. That's why you hear the same stuff on the radio every day. Streaming platforms, Apple, Spotify, YouTube Music, the playlists that are getting promoted and ads on there, the labels are paying. They all in distribution together. They have signed contracts with these platforms, bro. So when you come out and throw this out there, it's like, wow, what are we really saying? Because he's been using this his entire career, but now it worked against him. It's like you blowing the whistle now. You want to burn the whole house down, because the house is not letting you be the leader, the number one guy no more, and you got a little blemish on your name. I'm just keeping it all the way 1,000. Now let's ask ourselves this. If the roles was reversed, if Kendrick Lamar said this, what would the game say about Kendrick Lamar right now? He also called Kendrick Lamar like a bad father, and then said he was treating his girl bad. Then also said that his kids was not his, it was his homeboys and everything like that. Talked about the marriage stuff and all these things. You got in the water with him. You dove in that pit. And I remember specifically when Drake put out Taylor Made, he said something about, oh, I know you gonna talk about the underage girl thing, because that's a joke that was out there with Drake already. So you threw it out there yourself. So now to come out and throw this lawsuit is all like, you dove in that water first. But hey, he just did it better, did it greater later, and turned it all the way up. But now you coming with the lawsuit, it come off as, hey man, I'm not gonna play the game fair. I'm just like, whatever, nigga. Hey, I lost the battle. It don't look in my favor. I'm going to use this as an opportunity to make the situation work for me, I guess. I don't know what y'all want to call it. But think if Kendrick Lamar did this. Think if Meek Mill had done this. Think if a Rick Ross, a Gucci Mane, a Jeezy, anybody else, a Jay-Z, a Nas, or anybody else from my culture that had battle raps, a T.I., a Flip, people would be looking at them crazy, I think, if it went with these same type of terms. Filing a lawsuit on some other stuff is different. But for this right here, after the battle, does he do this if he won this battle? I doubt it. And the write-up says this. Drake has launched the second bombshell legal action against Universal Music Group over Kendrick Lamar's Not Like Us, accusing the music giant of defamation and claiming it could have halted the release of a song, falsely accusing him of being a sex offender. A day after filing an action in New York accusing UMG of illegally boosting Lamar's track on Spotify, Drake's company leveled similar claims in Texas court regarding radio giant iHeartRadio. The new filing filed late Monday and made public on Tuesday claims UMG funneled payments to iHeart as part of the pay-for-play scheme to promote the song on the radio. But the filing also offers key new details about Drake's grievances towards UMG. The label where he spent his entire career. In it, he says UMG knew that Kendrick's song falsely accused him of being a certified pedophile and a predator, but chose to release it anyway. UMG could have refused the release to distribute the song or required the offending material to be edited and or removed, Drake lawyers write, but UMG chose to do the opposite. UMG designed, financed, and then executed a plan to turn Not Like Us into a viral mega hit with the intent of using the spectacle of harm to Drake and his business to drive consumer hysteria and, of course, massive revenues. That plan succeeded like beyond UMG's wildest expectations. And I'm going to tell you like this, it's not an official lawsuit, but this is the things you have to do to get the lawsuit in motion. I want this to be clear, bro. You put your music out too, bro. You were saying foul stuff about him too. He just came more clever with it, more catchier with it. His worked in the favor more. You've been getting the same things. The blogs, pay. Y'all music both get paid. All these things are paid ads when y'all see them all over these blogs and things for certain headlines. They are paying to keep them in rotation in the conversation. Every artist that's signed to a major is getting that same treatment. They're going to spend the money. They're going to pay to put you in places. They're going to call for favors. The radios be tied in. It's a whole industry. And this industry that he calling out, you ain't just calling out UMG. You calling out it all. And I told y'all it's big three. It's UMG, it's Sony, and it's Universal. I mean, it's Universal, Sony, and Warner Brothers. Those are the big three. UMG, Sony, Warner Brothers. Those at the top. All the labels up under them. The industry rotate how it rotate. It's just different faces. Same game that been going on. All monopolized. All that got contracts with the streaming platforms. All got relationships with the radio. This is why independent nigga can't get in there, get on the front page of playlisting. You can't get your song on the radio. You got to go through them. You going at the whole industry now. But hey, y'all call it how y'all want to call it. Feel how y'all want to feel about it. We don't do stuff like this in the culture because we take a L. We go at this and then we use another nigga name in the song, whether you're suing them directly or not, because he's not suing Kendrick Lamar directly. But here we know what this is, man. Tell me what y'all think. We got more coming, more videos, all at 1,000 for shit show. Stay on your pivot.